Was good, yeah. The show. Time to chill, man. It's Tuesday. August 15th. Couldn't do the show yesterday. I had the problem where I couldn't go live. But we'll have a nice Witcher sesh today. Glad y'all are here. Hope you're doing good. The eclipse is in like a week. I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to this bong load I'm about to begin the Osho with. Boom. You line it up. Now, if someone times a cheer perfectly with one of these one time, that would be extra credit. Delicious. Do I see how I sacrificed y'all in the dungeon so that I could win? Do the bong loads look cool on the show? Do y'all like when I do them? My Steam doesn't appear to want to launch. Has it been infiltrated by Russian? Find out. Hello? Me. Well. See if we can figure out this conundrum. I'm gonna end all the Steam like background tasks and then see if that fixes it. That's probably all it is. There we go. No big deal. We're good. We are, in fact, good. Excellent. Yeah, it's all good. I think the Steam library thing crashed. Not a big deal. I've never seen it happen before. And I'll probably never see it happen again. Alright, we're good to go. You've never seen Obi-Wan Kenobi before, Zen? He's a champion, man. 2 feet. It's got 2 6-arm percolators in line with each other. Very enjoyable.
As the Emperor's spies told him, Ciri had reached Novigrad. The lone attempt to find her in the North's largest city would certainly fail. But Geralt had friends he could count on. The Witcher decided to contact Triss Merigold.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm attempting to contact her. Oh, was I working on that particular... I guess I was, because I'm about to... or I've already out-leveled that quest. Got it. Alright. Follow thieves from the main square to try to meet the Kang of beggars. Got it.
Herbs? Roots? Just turned to healing? Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this.
Groovy. I love it when a book adds a bestiary entry for me. NVIDIA Hairworks aside, is everything looking and sounding good for everybody? Have we defeated these recent technical gremlins? I'm mostly just adding to the library of Gary. I'm not trying to...
Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions.
pontificate upon each tome just yet. But I have been trying to make more of an effort of reading some lore aloud each time we take a break. So try to keep me on my toes on that. Damn, I love Gouda. Gotta be one of my favorite cheeses. A little bit of smoked Gouda. Oh man. Smoked Gouda, nice brown rind on it.
Triss's. Never knew how to drop them on the floor.
Him being her panties, I guess.
Of remembrance, all dried up.
Glad I examined this because the game didn't tell me to at all. Alright. Triss was living large. A 3-story penthouse in Novigrad. I've been living out in the peasant world for so long, I feel like self-conscious that I'm in such a beautiful place now. Let's take a peek at the loot here. Really, I just have the one runestone availability if I find a good one. I'd want to do a full strength, whatever I did. I put a Svarog in here for the armor piercing, since I use this to fight people wearing armor. I should try to upgrade this shit ASAP, otherwise it isn't all it's cracked up to be. Though it's still better than everything I've found so far. So that's the nice thing about the relic armor, is even unupgraded, it outperforms other armor of the same tier. We're looking good on the honeycomb front. Excellent. Inventory looks good. It will be a while before we have to do a dump and trade. But I don't really know what runestone I'm trying to put in this silver sword. Not sure what would be dank. Okay.
Deepest apologies, Governor.
Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief! I expect model behavior, scamp.
How do I carefully follow them? Do I have a not run around
He
like an
sensed
idiot,
something.
Kay?
Gotta stay further back.
Oh, I see.
Stop, thief!
Oh.
I gotta tail him from a distance is basically it.
2 days. Just gotta just in a good position where they toss the net focus.
Get it.
Holy moly, you're a scab.
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? Me mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
For fuck's sake, I'm in the middle of tailing this guy, but you know what? Maybe some honey instead of vinegar will work here. I'm gonna toss some 20 and then see if he'll give me the info on the Kang.
Here.
And you gold-hearted man. Care to hear me tell a woe?
Some other time. I'm in a hurry.
Okay, I can just follow the thief. Cool.
Alms for the poor.
That was a cool encounter. I feel like I could have used my mind control to just tell the beggar to tell me where the king of beggars is, but didn't know for sure.
Save me. I'm dying of poverty.
So I'd rather do the tailing. You see that trade-off right there? I'm actually really enjoying these little mini cutscenes stitched into this following scene. The big cup, is it half empty or half full? Important philosophical debate we have going on right now on the screen.
Help, save me. I'm dying of poverty.
Fucking hey, Oz.
Night falls in Novigrad. Following this second man now. Casually snack on a honeycomb as I follow him. Oop, excuse me, excuse me. Sorry. Aw, see Sabatum. Now you fucked up the philosophical metaphor with your generosity, man. Really appreciate that, brother. Don't appreciate you fucking up the philosophical symbol, but I do appreciate the bits. There we go. Very generous, man. Always hooking it up. Thank you.
Open up.
Who are you and what do you want?
Why would I just say a freak?
Doing some sightseeing. Kinda curious about what's beyond this gate.
My brother-in-law was curious. Worms been eating him for 5 years now.
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Graves upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
See?
I won't pay. Let me in.
Yes, sir.
You don't fuck with me. I'll employ the mental jujitsu immediately. Hold up, they have a shop in the secret beggar cabal here. How you doing, bud? You got any cool Gwent cards?
What are you offering?
Hey, I think those might be better than the current. I don't have a way to look. I'll have to remember to check real quick. I think those are better. Doesn't really have anything else cool. But I think those saddlebags are better. I think my current ones are 70.
See you.
Yep. Alright. Let me buy those hunted bags.
What are you offering?
What are they called? Zeracanian saddlebags. Hopefully they look cool. I can barely afford them. Might as well sell off any other extraneous shit here while I'm at it. Trying to drain him of his juice a little bit here. That worked out good.
See you.
See what the total capacity is now. 160, son. Can you afford these? Doubt it.
What are you offering?
Nope. Alright. I'm out of here.
See you.
I'm glad I checked that dude's shop, though. Oh no, I can't summon Roach in here. I wanted to check out the swag.
Think he's punishable by death.
What ails you?
Can't see out one eye
Picked in as rain.
Seen any prime filly? A right miracle you've worked.
Legend
I'd like to retain it.
Convince those knaves on the city council that spells are not needed on a whim, but positively indispensable.
They won't listen, my lord. They're scared of Menga.
In that case, please convey that if any of them should fall ill, he can stick his head in the flames of the eternal fire.
Necklace.
Now, permit me some rest.
Was lying in the street.
How are things?
Good. More and more people.
I'm just barging. It's chill.
Menga's hound's not
No big deal.
I guess.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes. High time.
Me and my men'll manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cosy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute, you're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher, I've got plans, big plans, far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we've got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along.
So glad I did that cutscene at
What's
night.
your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
You look familiar.
Ow! Scandalous! Letting such mysteries.
If I could, well, I'd go for a high price.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to! When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
Oh my god, do I really have to be the White Knight here?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
I could so easily lay waste to those pathetic guardsmen.
Should have run.
What kind of buddy do we have down here? Just a drowner? Okay. Just a wee drowner. Just the one, huh?
There's a draft. Should be an exit here. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret passage.
Look at all that fluid that came out of that drowner. I didn't want to loot boxes in front of the Klug gentleman in case he got salty about it, but he's not here now. You feel me? He's not here now. Where's this herb at, though? I've been trying to be better about picking up herbs, too, because I've been kind of low on a couple. But I'll definitely steal everything in homie's basement. You know, all's fair. He spilled his strawberry drink all over the place, Sabeda. It's like that embarrassing wasted dude who spills his drink in the pool and like slowly floats out from him. That was that drowner right there.
Free city of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things: Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically control financial life in the city.
Official word is that Novigrad will remain neutral. Somehow doubt anyone believes that anymore.
Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Menge interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
I love pungent oils. Little midnight dip. Seems a very Witcher thing to do. Speaking of herb, I feel like I should honor that that 100-bit airdrop with a little bit of herb here, Sabetum. I feel like that's the new meme, is to do bong loads or dabs and trade for subscriptions or whatever, or tips. That's the new meme, right? That's the new meta. So let me hook it up for you here, Sabetum. Since I know that in Finland you're not allowed to smoke weed. Here you go, man. Oh, I gotta line it up so it's right in the bit cup. I look like some sort of ancient master when I'm doing that. Thanks, bud. All kinds of goodies down here. All the goodies. Just enjoy being down here for a moment. Little midnight dip. Pretty chill.
Oh, there's a witcher swimming in the river. Oh, take a piss on him.
I would cut their fucking dick right off. Wish there were transmogs in this game. That would be sick. Though, I gotta figure out some dye on this armor. I think if I dyed it different colors, I'd like it more.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
No, I'm actually a witcher.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Triss, you told this man you're a sorceress?
Of course. She was looking for work. That's her chief asset.
Are you, Triss?
I know it was reckless, but competition's stiff here. No one would hire me if I claimed to be a common rat catcher.
More importantly, no one would believe such a beauty could be an exterminator of rodents. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
A witcher never asks for money until the job is done.
All right then, let's get to work.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
Oh. Times are rough for a mage, having to resort to rat catching.
Where'd you think you're going? Warehouse job won't wait, you know.
I have a bad feel about this Brandon character. I might have to stab him in the stomach. We'll see. He's got an ample one for stabbing. Oh, this is cute. We're using our powers together like X-Men.
Looks like a good spot.
I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Yo.
Can't help but agree. But no, notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Thriss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
See, these characters are completely on the same page as me. I like that. We're all having the exact same feels right now.
A master monster slayer in the world's largest city, looking for rat shit. Jeez.
I love how tongue-in-cheek The Witcher is. This game, Witcher 3, is definitely climbed into the ranks of one of my favorite RPGs I've ever played.
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Well.
Okay.
Now we wait for them to scurry away.
Thought there'd be more of an effect there, Triss. I'm
Interesting
sorry.
method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's It's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start.
Such a sharp sense of smell. You should have legged it while you had the chance.
I don't generally leg it. Here's what I think you should do. Pay up and march your boys out of here while there's still time.
Don't be ridiculous. I didn't hire a sorceress in order to pay her.
Take my advice, mutant. If it's not your business, stay out of it.
Thanks for the advice, but I can't take it. All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Looking for
I feel like Witchers are a little bit like X-Men. They're mutants, you know? Man, I'd barely have to do anything to kill these guys, to be real. Like, I don't want to be a big dick about it. Like, I might pop a little bit of that so that I can do this. Oh, it won't let me execute him unless it's like a random thing. Nah, I think it's a random thing. There we go. Thanks for tying this guy up. I'll just do that. Oh, he broke him out of it. It's okay.
That bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have the pain of duped and trapped by a child. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Witchers are so skilled at killing humans, it's kind of weird. You'd think they'd be more skilled at killing monsters, but I guess that monsters are so hard to kill that Witchers are really the only people that have a chance. So that when you're fighting versus just normal humans as a Witcher, it's kind of a joke. Unless there's a ridiculous amount of them, and even then it's kind of a joke. My build right now is Quinn and Oxy, so I'm particularly effective versus humans though. Because when a human is like diluted with Oxy, you can usually just chop their head off or whatever. Pretty low-key.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
These fucking globalists, man.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
You ain't gotta thank me, baby girl.
No need. Glad I could help.
You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri, and I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Kareen Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Kareen's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, Dejon Kier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Kareen goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bix, near the fish market. Stop by. It'd be nice.
All right. See you later.
I feel like one of my goals in this game is to bone every female I can. I've mentioned it before how Witcher seems heavily based off of 1980s style Dungeons and Dragons. With essentially the Witcher seems like a fighter with some sort of like kit applied, like a mutant kit. But the whole way the world's set up and the way they gotta hire Witchers to deal with stuff, and there's also like other essentially classes in the world and stuff. But I've always felt like that some of the greatest fantasy really comes out of people's tabletop campaigns. Like a lot of authors and stuff play tabletop role-playing games and then kind of turn those into their stories. Like George R.R. Martin, for example. J.R.R. Tolkien was around a little bit too before like that type of stuff was out, but a lot of more modern fantasy authors for sure. And I feel like The Witcher seems like an example of that. I think it's one of the reasons I like it so much. I'm gonna do this quest because it's like I'm already so out-leveled for it. I should have came to Novigrad earlier, but it's my first time. Alright, go easy on me. Appreciate everybody chilling, man. We've been at it for an hour. So first, let's take a second and stand up. I know I'm going to. Just for a moment. Stretch out the bones. Yeah, it's like, so an old school tabletop, and what's cool is we have a campaign, another one in the works, so we'll have Dungeon World as well as this other system called Labyrinth Lord going. We'll have 2 tabletop games going for your entertainment that is based off of 1980s D&D, and in those systems the way the world is set up is like most people are 0th level. They never earn enough XP in their life to even get to level 1 in a character class, or maybe they don't have the basic stat requirements or whatever reason. The player characters in and of themselves are like a small percentage of the population just statistically, and then you have to be able to survive enough encounters to accrue enough XP to be a level 1 character. And that's essentially your character's quote-unquote backstory in old school, is why are they a level 1 fighter? You know, what, you know, oh, they've defended the Baron's Keep from orcs last year, and or you know, served in the armies, and for like a campaign that was like 2 years long and earned enough XP over that time to level, or you know, whatever. How did they get from level 0 to level 1? Though I guess in Labyrinth Lord they don't really have like if you have any XP you're level 1. So then it just comes down to It's like what produces a player character. You take what would be a non-player character who has the right stats, apply them to some sort of trying time where they earn XP, and then boom, a fighter or a cleric or whatever is made. I think the Labyrinth Lord does it more like that, but you get what I'm talking about. What up, Lashrak? Are Witchers drunk 100% time in the novels? I've never gotten to read them. I should make it a priority to read one soon. Once I finish Musashi. Well, Novigrad has the shops, man. I have to do the quests for this elven. Well, he's the one that can upgrade my elite armor, right? That elf? Is that how it works? I don't know if I have any Witcher experts chilling here. I'm blind on this run. But I'll go ahead and find the Dreamer. Ah!
Greetings.
Guess they live upstairs.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
Oh yeah, Lashrak, you're kind of a Witcher expert. So do I have access to the armor that I need to in order to upgrade the Griffin set of armor that I'm wearing right now? Because I'd like to prioritize that once I get these out-leveled quests knocked out real quick. I don't have very many of them.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week... well, you shan't believe it. I found human feces in the parlor.
My bad. That was me.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
Well, let me take a little peekaroni here. So, for instance, if I take a look at chest armor. Here's the Griffin armor. So you're saying that there's a separate schematic I can find that's like upgraded Griffin armor?
Already dependent on the black markets, economically.
Speaking of economics, increase the economics of this little visit. Don't mind me, I'm just cleaning up a little bit. Lishrak, so mastercrafted is the word I'm looking for? Is that what's up? Is that the shit where it's like superior or mastercrafted or whatever? Like, let me think of another example. Enhanced, mastercrafted, superior. Is that what we're talking about there? So I'll find one that's like Griffin armor superior, you know, or whatever. Well, I guess it's kind of funny. On this, it does it like this. It puts it in front of it, but you get what I'm saying. Damn, alright. I got you, I got you. Appreciate it.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
What if she means leave the items here? Because I'm not going to do that.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Okay, she's talking to someone else. That's good.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
I feel like checking out the basement for some reason.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
You know what I mean? Who knows what could be going on down here? Who's in my house? I think Bean's in my house. Wait a minute. Sometimes you just gotta think for a moment. There was a dumpling inside of this crate in this basement. And I put it in my pocket, and then I'm gonna sell it to a shopkeeper later who's probably gonna eat it. The medieval times were crazy. Ooh, that's a good idea. Try to knock down the wall. Yeah, I bet I can knock that wall down. Good eyeball. I'd be like, banker, did you have like a demon stored beneath your home here? Or what's up with that? In before I'm stuck? Any cool? I don't even know. I guess I'll put sign intensity into the silver sword. That seems like the wise move, actually. So I gotta craft up a good one or buy a good one. I don't know if I know how to. Dude. I'm definitely not good at video games, Leshrac, but I try to like pay attention. Get immersed.
Stop! Go away!
I actually really appreciate people that are like, I never get all twisted about backseat gaming or whatever, but I actually super appreciate when people have played a game before and they tell you stuff that like you wish you knew your first time through that's helpful but not spoilery, you know. But most people who hang out around the O show are mature enough to know like the difference, you feel me? Put that away for maximum spook factor.
That's blood! Don't spill it! Please!
Great.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
About to be some exorcist shit.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Stop! Go away!
Look at this outfit.
Leave it!
Talk about a strumpet.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Excuse me. Look, I'm trying to get my Witcher bank account built up a little bit here, okay? I'm gonna be encountering some expenses.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
And technically, all this stuff is part of my fee anyway. Right?
Way to the next room's blocked.
This is the 80s horror film portion of the quest. But first, some cow's milk. Some more snacks to sell to a unwitting trader. Where did you get this bread? Oh, it was baked this morning. Baked this morning. It's travel bread. The outside is coated with a special residue so that it keeps for a long time. It's travel bread. Never heard of it? I'm ready to party. Oh, more stuff to take. Okay. And then a tiny doll to examine. Which of you guys drew this? I love it when the most impressive chest in the room has like a jug of water in it.
There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what had happened if I laid a doll in it.
That's what we're gonna do from now on. I'm gonna have Bean, like in her jewelry box and stuff, will just be like a little pack of M&Ms, and then her actual jewelry will be in like the refrigerator and like the butter drawer, or you know what I'm saying. Nothing creepy will happen if I put the doll into the crib, right? I've seen enough horror movies to know that this is going to be totally low-key. Find out why the door slammed shut. Well, I do have some theories.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Saw an oven in the cellar. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
Who did this? Debate 'em. Cut it out. Hello? You'll appreciate. Examine this outfit.
The titty girl. Literally.
It's not Titty. Her name is not Corinne Titty. But it could be. She's doing dream magic in a cursed house right now, and I'm robbing the place. Should I take her out? Don't kill her? Okay. Corinne Titty. Good. But throw that outfit on real quick if you could. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's for your cosplay when we go. Yeah. Debbie.
Love you.
Geralt, you could just walk down the stairs, Holmes. Have to roll. I'm trying to show off because my girlfriend was here. Rolling. Oop.
Boo!
Oh shit.
Did I scare you?
That would have scared the piss out of me.
Scared you, didn't I? I can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that.
Another godling.
You, Sarah.
They're pretty
might
chill.
Scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me?
think.
This spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
The way you play, well, it's only ever fun for you.
That's 'cause you're a dullard. All you humans are dullards.
You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
She just sits in there, watching Alex Jones, hating on bankers.
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
I was right.
Deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
You just gotta be nice sometimes. That's the second godling I've encountered. I like them a lot because they're like, and again, this is like a big aspect of old school tabletop role-playing games. They're like pixies, and while they're not necessarily malicious, they definitely like to fuck with you. And sometimes in ways that can be dangerous or even harmful, but they just don't understand. Go talk to, like my girlfriend called her Corinne Titty. Now that she's awake.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real.
She's in a haunted IKEA.
And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Right on. Might as well pick up some of these quests I'm near as well. Oh, Gary. You gotta be so dramatic going downstairs.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
Little white lie.
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently. though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid. Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse. The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
Exactly. You know what's up, man. So dark despite being morning due to the rain. Let's see if this stays lit. Does the rain put it out? My immersion. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Looks like rain.
You all just get off my like visage, the beastly eyes. This is magic that's made a mongrel of a man.
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
Readily. You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
Tell me how you really feel. Yo, has anybody on the Infinite Couch watched any of XCOM 2's new DLC, War of the Chosen? It looks pretty fucking cool. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Bruxay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many? There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth, but holler at him and his tail slinks between his legs. Come on, people. Be so pale if you ain't on
You around, eh? White-haired one.
I love XCOM Leshrac. I might that might be the next main game once I've had my fill of Witcher, is do War of the Chosen XCOM 2 and focus on that for a few months. I have Wasteland 2, but I've never actually played it. That's another one I need to main game and play all the way through. Fortunately, the Osho's not going anywhere, so... I dig the original Wasteland even, so I'm sure I'll enjoy Wasteland 2.
It just rains and rains.
So buckwheat millet, they said. It'll pay off, they said.
Oh!
Yo, here's another food item. I got on the topic of food because on Joey Diaz's podcast last night, he had Action Bronson, and he does that show for Vice Fucking Delicious. So they was talking about food. Buckwheat pancakes, I don't know why, but they're so good. They're like fluffy, like more fluffy almost. Bruh. I love this aspect of the Witcher universe, how like normies post like, please kill this monster. Like it's beyond monsters being mythical, and it like turns them into like a practical, almost like a rodent you have to deal with. Gotta make sure I read everything so it goes into the library. Pick up that. We'll meet up with Miss Titty.
Oh, that's
I'm knackered.
I've been super impressed with The Witcher 3 though. How it flows together. Really everything about it. I don't really have... I can't think of anything negative to say about it. Top-notch game. Glad I've been fucking with it. Very important data here. That's an extremely old school tabletop thing to do as well, submit them. Ask the villagers, like, do you have any problems? And they're like, oh yeah, like, these forests northwest of the village, we think goblins live in there, you know. We've had people kidnapped or whatever in the past. Then you go take care of it and get some XP.
This is the job that you, the bigger run, I insist.
I feel you, Leshrac, so you wanted more of like a... Well... You wanted more like a real-time RPG, I guess? Something more like Baldur's Gate or Pillars of Eternity. I mean, I don't know anything about Wasteland 2, I haven't played it. But I will.
Help some fellas out, Master. We're a bit of coin short another round.
Because we're comrades, see? Witcher, ain't you? We're butchers. You slaughter, we slaughter.
Except witchers earn more. Old villagers pitch in. Lords open their purses. Ladies do like with their legs.
Guess I've been to the wrong villages. Dealt with the wrong lords and ladies.
Come on, don't make us beg. What's the witcher for, anyways? It's to help men in need.
You boys look tired. Probably ought to go home now.
Well, how long we been drinking now?
2 days. Well said, Master. A home we will go.
I love Oxy. Another old school art. I mean, I haven't really played Pillars of Eternity. I gotta do that one. I haven't played Icewind Dale, surprisingly. I want to play that. I haven't really played Baldur's Gate or Baldur's Gate 2 as much as I'd like to. Like, man, a lot of great RPGs. I've never played Knights of the Old Republic. I think I'd like that a lot. Never played Dragon's Dogma. I think I'd like that a lot. Nah, I like Baldur's Gate a lot, personally. Vanilla, even just the enhanced edition.
Burghers and burgesses of the free city of Novigrad. Master Claytop, that would be me, has the honor to announce that betting is now open.
Might as well see if he's selling some dank Gwent cards.
What are you serving?
Of course you are. Are they only 10 and 20 apiece? I'll buy them all. care about right now, though.
Farewell.
KOTOR is based off the D20 Star Wars. So that ought to be interesting. And when I finally do play through KOTOR, I think my character is just going to be like a combat monster.
Your wives miss me.
I've got to go upstairs. I'm enjoying the ambiance. It's pretty hopping in here to be 11 a.m., right?
I believe I see a challenger who seeks to subdue Pile Driver. With you, you'll squirt your kidneys.
It's here. Time I went back to see. Don't know who you're looking for, but you won't find it.
Boring as fucking shit.
Maybe the rain has driven everyone inside. Uh-oh.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Yep, I believe I've got it, Sabetum. This should still be a command, right? Yeah, there you go.
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this, and though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Yeah, I've played the first part a little bit of Pillars on stream.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
Is there anything you'd like to add? Another memory, perhaps?
No. Let's continue.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
The Lady of Space and Time. I gotta go with it.
They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see.
Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Then she goes to assassinate Geralt. With the knitting pin.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Not sure why you're standing on a chair there, Corinne, but whatever works. I have a feeling I'm gonna need to continue down. No, this is caught up to my level now, so that's level 11. I think everything I have is 11 or higher now, except for the ones that are, you know, not leveled. Things you can do anytime. Cool. I like that. So I'll continue down this quest line then. Maybe she gets better dream reception if she stands on the chair. Tunes her in better. Hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Should have a pretty solid Witcher session. Hope everything's looking and sounding good for you.
Not safe round here.
I don't think I've encountered any. Whoa. What's going on? He's gone mad. Poor son. This is merely his henchman. We've got a wild one here. You won't. I've saved you. Guess they're still a little scared. Right. It's fine. Look, it's a little beheading. It's not a big deal. Look, you've never seen someone get beheaded before? I do it all the time. Guys. I'm gonna grab that quest real quick.
Got so fucked up once, blood came out my ears.
Must like the rain, that one.
No loitering round here.
I don't know if y'all can hear me. Looks like the stream might be messing up right now. But if it's still working, cool. Holla. Yeah, it looked like as far as the connection side, it freaked out, so seems to be calm now though, so yeah, it's probably a refresh and you're good to go situation. I'm gonna ride.
Whoa there, Roach.
Be so pale with your onions in here.
These days, hair-brained, all of us. Take it easy.
Riding through town on a mount makes you feel like royalty.
Move it. Go, go.
I'll never come back, you stinking scaddies.
All we wanted was...
Don't give a flying fuck what you wanted. Get!
Sounds like it might be going down in there. Meanwhile, this poor man's over here dying of poverty. Do you hear him? I love the propaganda posters and whatnot that are around.
Help! Save me!
I'm dying of poverty.
Well, well, another freak.
My God. What other wonders will they make?
Witcher?
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your ass till you've toes for teeth.
My kind of dwarf. I like this guy. I like his haircut too.
Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Stop walking into his soul!
Gotta get around him!
Can't use my signs.
Reminds me of a piece of war.
Yeah, it's like we never left Vergen.
Freight.
I'm pleased. That went well.
I like
Now
the
we
fist
can
fights
treat
in
each
this
other
game.
like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
There was a really cool quest earlier where I had the opportunity to kill some dudes, but I instead, because they were unarmed, put my sword away and fought them with my fists. And because of that, once I got them to a certain point, there was more dialogue and stuff. It's cool that they thought of that in that situation.
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
So here's something weird I was thinking about watching other streams. I'm very happy with the layout and everything for the OSHA. But with the Bit Cup, I was wondering, would you guys like it if I made it bigger so you can see the individual bits better? Or do you think it's good how it is? Right now it's the default size. Just curious. I saw some people that had bigger bit cups and it was kind of cool to be able to see the detail on the individual bits. But the trade-off is you take up more of the screen.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot leg of boar and some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Have no clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
So we might be able to use this as a home base. And I guess I can loot everything because it's part of investigating.
Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot,
I plunged into purest ecstasy and
Tell you what though, it's been 2 hours. We're gonna take a little intermission here.
your Dexter.
It's the O Show. It's Tuesday. It's August 15th. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate everybody hanging out, enjoying another Witcher 3 session. Big ups to those of you who kick in a couple bucks for all the time you spend hanging out, enjoying the O Show. Always appreciate that. So thanks for the support so far. But it has been 2 hours, so you should take a break too. Get up, get away from the machines, get some fresh air, walk around, take care of yourself. I'm gonna do the same. Then when I get back, more Witcher 3, man. Loving playing this game. Super chill, super enjoyable. I'm glad I'm playing it on Death March with the level scaling turned on, though. That's for sure. Take care of yourself. We'll meet back here momentarily on the Infinite Couch for some more Witcher 3. Be back soon. Thanks for your patience. Hope you took care of yourself. Yeah, Leshrac, bacon is actually good for you. Fat is good for you. Protein is definitely good for you. I love bacon. For a long time, I ate a whole pack of bacon a day. And I'll probably get back to that here pretty soon. For lifting and protein reasons. But I actually prefer turkey bacon. I like the taste. And it's not really a fat thing. The fat is good, but turkey bacon, like if you eat a whole pack of turkey bacon, which is 10 slices, that is about 400 calories, which is awesome. And it's about 60 grams of protein, which is like, that's about a steak or about a protein shake. That's pretty good. The sodium, there's a good amount of sodium, but you don't really have to worry about sodium too much as long as you stay hydrated. So, bacon is what? Garlic bacon? Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna smoke a bong load to honor that. First off, can we see the cat? Look at her. Look at that little chicken head. Have you ever seen a more perfect little vagina licker on stream right there for you? Is this porno now, technically? I don't know, here's some porn. And the sun's gonna make it look rad. The sun is setting magnificently out the western window here of the O facility. Pretty low-key show, man. Not a ton of people kicking it today. Peace out, submit 'em. The ways the show's been going recently, it's like the later it gets, the more couchlings crawl out of the cushions. So I wanted to double check and make sure I am indeed, yep, upscaling is on. Okay. So those guys that I beat up, the quest makes them level 5 no matter what. I was just kind of wondering about that. The other thing I wanted to do was see what Triss's alternative look looks like next time I see her, and Ciri as well. Now that I've seen all their vanilla looks, I want to see their alternative, because I actually like Yennefer's alternative more, so I might like their alternatives better as well. Oh, I feel you, Leshrac. Nice. I don't know if you're in the Discord, but if you are, you should post that link, man. I might buy some of that bacon. Garlic bacon, I never heard of it. Sounds good, and the way you described the process makes me want to try it.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Do you guys want to do an experiment?
Note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else.
Let's see if doing an hour of welfare cam here till the 3-hour point reels in the viewers, like I know that it will. The lighting's a little weird because of the sunset, but it makes my shoulders look extra jacked, so let's see. We're doing an experiment now.
Letters.
My visage red and hot, I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letonov, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn fool name.
So since this is technically our base, I can take everything in here because it's technically mine. Technically. I'm gonna save the examine things until I get all the loot. Tuck that away for a little private session later on. Bean and I have a Civ 6 game going. We had one going before. We do random leaders so that it's more fair. I rolled the Vikings as my Civ, and she got... I can't even remember now. I can't remember who she was on the last game. But I was owning so hard that she wanted to start over, so we did. So now, we started a new game, and I got the Nubians randomly. I didn't even know that that was a Civ in the game. And I'm doing like science and faith. It's pretty hilarious. But the Nubians are pretty cool. They have like badass archers. Their ranged units level up more quickly, like forever. All kinds of cool powers. I don't know if y'all fuck with Civ.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
Annual balladry contest. Silver laurel awarded to Master Dandelion.
Prince Hereward himself did the honours. And the feast afterwards, to celebrate the laureates. Dandelion taught a swine to yodel, and I... another time.
Well, I might as well take everything here, you know? That much is clear to me. I'm role-playing a kleptomaniac, Geralt. So please don't shame him for his disability. You don't know what my crafting situation is like, do you? You have no idea. We're certainly getting the booze level on point. Geralt doesn't feel any remorse for, you could call it robbing Dandelion, because he's having to go through all this bullshit to find Ciri, you know? Dandelion had it together. Could have just stayed here with Ciri, everything would have been hunky-dory. So this is the tax, the annoyance tax. Well, well. Alright, now that I've thoroughly scoured the house, grab that last thing. Or, not even a house, I guess this is an inn. Not really in good upkeep right now.
Hmm. 10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, 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 no! That's exactly what we're looking for! It's his planner!
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Hell yeah.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Such a...
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because?
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
You know, there's nothing wrong with Dandelion in the inn. He's just a smooth pimp. That's all it is. Damn, that's a lot of XP.
A witcher?
Lice it, you mangy dwarf.
Oh, let it go, Jared.
Here's a question for, I guess, Leshrac. He's kind of the Witcher expert I know right now. Where do I get the dye for my armor? How can I dye my armor so I can look spookier? Wait, I gotta talk to Zoltan again? Guess after I've interrogated me ladies. Yo, what up, Voided?
A lovely palace like yours.
Just chilling, enjoying a little bit of Witcher. Relaxing on this lovely Tuesday.
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone.
Oh, I can ask about each one, huh? You don't think you can dye armor? Huh, I could have swore it mentioned that elite armor was dyeable, but only elite armor. Wonder why I thought that.
Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly, keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh, truly perverse.
She didn't ken half of it. Called him a stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment, till she pulled a bit in the reins out of her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
He's not into a little bit of light bondage, man. Don't be a baby. Dandelion.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre deemed her Guihir. Well chosen, eh?
All right. But Varatra? Her dad happened to be the Nilfgaardian ambassador?
Yes. You know him?
Wouldn't say that. Had a brief conversation with him at the palace in Vizima.
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
I'm giving away a little bit of welfare cam right now. Ordinarily, this would cost you 420 experience points, but I'm feeling generous.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Always got it uphill.
I think I'll do this one on foot. For the sake of the immersion. You know what I mean? Got a rainy morning here in Novigrad. Trying to do some detective work. Hunt down Ciri. So we gotta interrogate some of Dandelion's contacts. Since Ciri was last known being with young Dandelion. A smooth pimp of a young gentleman. Alright, I can already see where the wind's blowing on this one. Well, fucking, I have 18,000 potions now. Cat might be advantageous in this situation. I might go ahead and slot that up. That's a cool one. Basically lets me get one more use. So I'll use all my potions to empty, use the cockatrice, and then I can use them all one more time before I have to rest. I like that. This one saved my ass one time too. Increases my carry weight. Anyhow.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Whoreson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay...
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Go. Now.
Now listen. You might have 2 swords, but there's 4 of us.
Yeah, 4 men collecting tribute from 1 washerwoman. Don't think I have much to fear.
Best think again.
Rude. Juicy.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And... no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Damn son, the XP is flowing. Hopefully when we hit this 12, what will probably unlock next? Probably one of these. Aha. So at that point, I'm gonna have to decide what exactly I want to put in there. Do I want to grab a general? Is there a sign ability I'm trying to get? I'm not really sure. I like using potions a lot. We'll take some time and get detail oriented about it once I actually level. You feel me? Maybe y'all will have a bit of advice for me. Might as well use up these bolts. I feel like the long stretches of going through cutscenes and quests and stuff like isn't for everybody, you know what I mean? But I feel like the Witcher experience is super chill. Kind of like watching a little fantasy miniseries that you play through the action parts. But for those of y'all actually chilling on the Infinite Couch, appreciate it, man. I'm glad you're here. Nice shit, John. Congrats, brother.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here. Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
I'll pass.
Don't think I want to know what happened next.
Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out. Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that from the start. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
This is like a Eddie Izzard character. Alright, you know, I'm not trying to disrespect your elven lifestyle. I just don't need to hear the gruesome details if it did go down, that's all, man. Relax, Eliel. You gotta ask, though.
I know this is none of my business, but why do
I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested.
Worked hard, he says. Played video games 16 hours. That's actually way above and beyond what you need for the affiliate requirements, though. That's pretty chill, man.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid, sucks flaccid cock.
The pretty G'd up fireworks. You gotta take stretch breaks, dildo. Then your back wouldn't hurt. That's such a different experience I have with streaming though. Streaming for me is my like chill out in the lair here time. Bask in the sun, play some Witcher. Hang out with the couchlings. Doesn't feel like, it's not like work at all for me over here. Just me and the kitty chilling out.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Yo, I learned that you can actually hit weed on the stream. Like it's, well, you can't. I can. I can.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
If it's legal where you're at. In fact, I'll do that right now. Little honor for John here. And I'm also going to need to spin this level here, so I'm going to take a sec. I gotta decide what's going right there. Oh, you feel like financially you need something to feel like you contribute? As far as like him? I mean, it's better to do nothing. It kind of comes down to like... I don't know. If she's chill with it, I wouldn't worry about it. But I just feel like it's a bad idea to turn something that you love. Like, I love games. I think that's like one of the coolest ideas ever, from like checkers all the way to video games. So I would hate to turn something I love into like work, you know? Same thing with like growing bud. I've never wanted to look at it that way because I love doing it so much. It's like I would hate to look at it like, oh, well, I gotta fucking do this. You don't want to have the mentality like, well, clocking into the video game mines. You know, there's actually a Black Mirror episode that kind of reminds me of that, where like you had to power your own treadmill, or you had a treadmill to power your own computer, and you had to like play games all the time, I think. Anyway, check it out. Obi-Wan Kenobi. What's funny is the strain I'm smoking out of Obi-Bong is called Ewok. Alright, I was thinking of maybe doing some combat ability over here. If I did another sign ability, I would have even more sign intensity boost, right? Is that the truth? That's what I'm kind of wondering here. Because then I could grab another sign ability. Leshrac, if you're like really trying to target and grow your channel, which is something I like. Well, first let me explain, then I'll tell you what I do. What you should do is like, so Battlegrounds was a good game to grow your channel for a while, but now that some of the beasts are in there, it's a little too big. You want to find a game that, number-wise at least, has a healthy community that likes to watch it, but you can get your stream on like the top couple rows of the game itself with what you normally carry. So a game that's maybe like 100 or maybe like a couple hundred, you know, a couple hundred, then it gets down to like the tens and you can beat that. That's a good one because you can get in there, people will check out your channel, whatever. That's what you're really looking for. I look at that, but I also ultimately play what I want to play, so. If I can find things that satisfy that as well as I want to play them, that's awesome, but, you know, if I want to play fucking Minesweeper, I will, so. This Firestream Igni is pretty cool. I'd be willing to put points into that. So then here's my question. I'll move Gourmet down to here. If I slide, does boost it. Cool. So I think this is probably going to be ultimately combat, and what I'll do is I'll have one general taking up the slot, and then like the rest will probably be red down here, and that'll be my build, is what I'm thinking. We'll have to see. I might just go total signs. You never fucking know. But now I have the alternative Igni mode. That's awesome, where instead of just a poof, it's like a stream I can hold down now. I've never really looked at Paragon, but it well could be. Any game you can check, you just gotta click on it. And the other thing I didn't mention is if you're trying to grow your channel, you want to pick a game that's like within the top like 10 rows of overall games. That way, if someone's just trying to find a stream, they'll be looking through games. They're like, oh, what is this game? Click that. Then your stream will hopefully be there. And then if you got a cool title, if you're hot, they'll click. It'll be good to go. But ultimately, for me, the Osho is my little chill out zone. And I'm way more extroverted than my girlfriend. So it's my way to kind of burn off that extroverted energy. Since for her to be comfortable, you know, she only really wants to go out a couple times a week, and I feel that.
Lingering like flies around shit instead of doing some honest work.
It's a lot of fun to chill and bullshit with y'all and play some games. So he's a tailor. He legit sells clothes. I'd be curious to look at his inventory.
Greetings. Come to look over my spring collection, perhaps?
Oh, he's a Gwent player too. Maybe he's got some cards tucked away.
Please do. If anything chafes or pinches, I can alter it on the spot at no charge. Once I'm done, it'll feel like you're wearing nothing at all.
Thanks for the host, John. I need to sit down and go through my following and my fucking auto host settings, because I did a huge purge. I think I unfollowed everybody. Or at least I want to. I got it down to like 50, I think, but I'm gonna go ahead and do all, and then just follow like either people I know or people I really like. Because it's annoying to pull up my following, and there's like so many people, it's hard to like find who I'm looking for. So I'll get you followed up, John. Don't worry about that. But I also gotta check out my auto host too. I think I un-auto hosted everybody. I want to go through, and anyone who auto hosts me, I'll hit them up. But aside from that, I'm just gonna let it host my team. But I'll get you set up, man. I didn't forget about you. I just been busy. So you can buy masks from him for 1 crown a piece. I'm gonna buy them and put them in my stash. Oh, they're quest items. Well, I wonder if I can wear them anytime. Looks like he just has cool clothes. He's not selling any dye or anything. I don't even know if I'm correct that I can dye the armor. I just remember reading that if it's the elite armors, you know, like Griffin or Wolven or whatever, you can actually dye it. But maybe I'm just high.
So long.
What up, Zach? How's it going, man? We're doing a little welfare cam right now. I'm gonna cut it off here in a little bit at 3 hours, but the camera normally costs you 420 XP. From time to time, I show pity and give away a little free welfare cam. Oh, word up, JC. Thanks for looking that up. Yeah, it's all good, John. I feel you, man. I'm not as driven to make it into like a career as you are, so I'm not as worried about like trying to get the numbers up and stuff, so you don't really have to worry about it, man. Just hang out when you have the time. Get Kim over there. Get her to chill out. So I don't really have access to them to go into that DLC. Makes sense. Cool. Appreciate it, fellas. Have any of y'all tuned into this XCOM 2 War of the Chosen DLC preview? I'm really excited about that. I think that might be the next main game, is going to be XCOM 2 with that DLC probably. Comes out in a couple weeks, but I'm not going to jump on it from the jump. I'm not like a hype beast. Once I'm satisfied with playing through Witcher 3, probably at least take the main quest to the end. I'll jump into the War of the Chosen. I'll let them clear out all the bugs and everything.
My wife won't believe me when I tell her.
But it looks really fun. Looks badass. Dick Hammer and Admiral Baru are doing a marathon of it. Definitely encourage y'all to check that out. Maybe I'll host it when I'm done, so you guys can just hang out and watch it and not have to have a huge chat. Hey man, I gotta hit this barber. I'm sorry. I've been wanting to check it out. Why are there peasants just weeping in the streets, man? Novigrad, not a tourist destination. He seems wasted.
Looking for a barber? Well, you found one. Welcome. I'll plough and shave the gentleman's noggin for half price.
Give me a haircut. As long as your hands aren't too shaky.
Alright, let's deal with the locks first. What is the elven rebel cut?
This is not what I wanted.
What do you mean, not what you wanted? Are you cut and quaffed? You are. And even as even can be, I'd say.
This is not the look I wanted.
And this is not the fate I wanted. I was to be an alderman in Mahakam. Instead, I shave and cut tramps and ragamuffins. Life deals what it deals. You shrug and you take it.
Wait. We're gonna try this again.
Welcome back to you. Satisfied customer always comes by again, eh?
Give me a haircut. As long as your hands aren't too shaky.
Roll the dice. See if he'll do the beard. There you go. He done it right. That looks pretty bad. What would I actually want? Let's see, can he make my hair grow? Alright, that looks pretty good. There we go, looking clean. Oop. Looking clean.
So long.
Looking clean. Alright fam, that is actually all the free face cam you get. You're gonna have to invest those experience points if you want it to continue. Hey man, he got it right this time, John. You just had to have a little faith. This has been fun exploring Novigrad and interrogating these various people about Dandelion and Ciri's whereabouts. I love this game. This game has gotten me super hyped for this developer's next project, which is a cyberpunk role-playing game. Can't wait for that. But it has been another hour, fam, so like John needs to do, fucking stand up right now. Do a little stand up. Stretch out. It takes like 2 seconds. You can just enjoy the ambience here for a moment. Nobody loses here, alright? Someone's watching your channel and they leave because you take 2 seconds to stretch. Well, fuck them. You don't want them to watch your channel, right? It's good, man. Even if all you do is stand up, it's good. Do you feel me? You could also stand up. You can also stand up. You know what else you can do? While you're standing? Huh? You can take one of these. little bit of this. Sounds like a spaceship coming down. Nice to be in the free state of Oregon, you know? We got our stretching, we got our vitamin THC. We're ready to go. Back at it. The Oregon Free Territory. We kick down these peasants' door like I'm the police. Which Witchers kind of have like a quasi-police status in the lore, honestly.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Wait for her class? I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen.
Sorry, can't wait. Hear about Dandelion. I'm Geralt, and I'm...
Geralt? I know you. Fine. If you're eager to join in the lesson, you're welcome to. Children, sadly the Ratcatcher has a fever today, but in his stead, we're honored to welcome a Witcher, who will now tell us about his trade.
But...
Yeah! This is grand!
You shan't disappoint them, will you? So, who would like to ask the first question?
Me! What's it mean that witches are lecturers?
How old are you again?
9! 8!
In that case, wait a few years and I'll tell you.
Children, what's the meaning of this? Next question.
Is it true witches kill kings?
No, it's not true.
He's a liar. He ain't a liar. Witches don't lie.
They can lie because they're not knights. When you gotta kill a dragon, you summon a knight. But if there's a zoogling in the trash heap, the knight won't want to go, so you gotta call a witcher. Enough! That is all for today. Gather your things and I shall see you in the morning.
Yeah!
Bid farewell to Master Geralt.
It's great you came.
I'd have rather had the Ratcatcher.
It's fake news, JC. It's fake news.
So please do tell me, why are you here?
Don't whine about it, Geralt. Get to the business.
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh yes, longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No, he perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelion's? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! The snakely whip rose skyward. Jee-haw! Crack! She winged the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, I don't know much about poetry.
Wow.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Oh, she runs a free school that runs on donations. That's kind of chill.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't remember if I've been to that inn to buy his Gwent cards. I don't think I have, actually. Let me stop in. See what type of cards he's got going on. Nowhere in. I like it. Huh. Is it not open yet? Too early in the day for the nowhere in? Could be. Ah, here it is.
Looks like rain.
Oh my god, Leshrac, that sounds dank. Garlic bacon. He's telling us about earlier. Roasted zucchini and tomatoes. Eating. Like a ancient prince. Sounds dank, man.
Old decline everywhere you look.
Oh look, see, I was saying I shouldn't say it's a guy. It's probably a lady. Lo and behold.
You're an artist? A sword swallower?
No, a witcher.
Never heard of that.
What did the cook make today?
The cook didn't make any fucking Gwent cards, that's for sure. Later.
Farewell.
So the O shows for the rest of the week. I'm not gonna do a show tomorrow. Then Thursday we're doing Tarkov again. If you've ever tuned into that before, it's pretty awesome. And then Friday we'll do another Witcher session, and then I usually don't ever stream on Saturdays. I always post the schedule on Sundays so y'all know what days I'm playing what. It's usually like 4 shows of the main game, and then 2 shows I mix it up, whether we do a tabletop session or like, you know, we've been doing Tarkov recently. Saturday is like my rest day. I do everything like 6 days a week. Work out, everything, stream, you know, the works. 6 days a week. And then Saturdays I don't do anything. I try to just chill. Maybe get out to nature or something. Dude, loans. What if I could go get a loan and just never pay it back? That'd be hilarious. Said there was a quest on that. It must have just given me like a location update or something.
This Baronet's La Valette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see her chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette. An Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emhyr. Interesting. Has Var Emreis sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then.
Yeah, I've been digging the story today, Leshrac. It's been chill. Like a long playable cutscene. Fought a couple times. I think Zoltan's my favorite character now. I always like dwarves because I'm like a dwarf in real life because I'm tiny. I have a huge beard.
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised it didn't salute you, General.
I feel like they did a real good job with The Witcher 3 on the story as far as the railroading versus the open. Like, to tell a good story, sometimes you do need to railroad a little bit. That's just the way of the world. But a lot of it is quite open. It's a good balance. It's one of the things that gets me really hyped about the Cyberpunk game is they've done so many little like ways the story can work in. Like this quest, the way you handle it affects this quest over here. That I'm like hyped to see what they do next in the next game. Because with like technology, it opens up the possibility of like people emailing each other or like just imagine that by itself. Hacking each other, fucking guns, bro. Sorry. That Cyberpunk game is gonna be dang.
Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait.
Yo, JC, I guess that's true as well. I guess it would be the first time we're seeing a setting that these devs have created on their own, right? That's pretty cool.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Come on, I'm not trying to fuck around here.
I'd rather resolve what I have to with Molly.
Very well. I shan't insist. The attractive one, that's Molly. Speak to her. The Baroness and I will place our wagers. You can then ride back to Novigrad with us if you wish.
Wonder if I get a chance to try Mada the race again down the road. But as far as in character, I feel like Gary would have been annoyed with him at that point. Be like, alright, let's just fucking get this over with. I'm not trying to race. I don't have anything to prove. I'm a damn Witcher.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt? That Geralt? The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again?
You gotta keep... Listen, man. This is Wingman 101 stuff. Alright? If your buddy has already lied to a female, as long as it's not too egregious, you gotta keep the white lie going for his sake, you feel me?
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Oh, just avoid that
Any chance
topic.
you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
I gotta spill the beans, alright?
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
What? Whatever that was, it gave me XP. Can I climb up this, please? This is pathetic. What about this? Do you have any forearm strength, Gary?
Is there a land where I might find more of your kind?
I don't know. The land of men with no forearm grip strength. I think we found it.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Of course.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Back to Novigrad. So, Free City of Novigrad, I guess that means it's a self-contained city-state. It doesn't pay homage to any lord, really.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Yeah, Lishrak, I've been buying all the Gwent cards I can, and then, once I have some decent cards, I'm gonna put together some decks and go to town. I don't want to be sitting there playing with scrub-ass decks.
Ah, Geralt, what can I do for you?
I'm just curious about this line of dialogue, because I kind of like this character.
Big changes afoot in the Empire.
You've no notion? The Emperor summoned you. He only ever summons with reason. It's clear he seeks his daughter.
You know a lot.
I must. I am my father's son.
What's your father got to do with this?
He is close to the Emperor. And knows the opposition. Knows they press for abdication. Ceding the throne to Cirilla, it's the best the Emperor can do. But, as is known, an empress needs an emperor at her side. My father will ensure the right man is chosen.
Farewell.
So you're telling me there's an event called The Party, and I will want to have constructed my Gwent decks as best I can prior to entering the party, because there are Gwent players there that's the only place they're at, so I'm gonna want to play everyone at Gwent at the party. This is what you're telling me? Yeah, that's a great tip, if that's what you're telling me. I appreciate that. Should I roleplay like I'm super mad at Backseat Gaming? That's the voice you have to do when you're making fun of salty streamers.
Did you catch him?
Driving in slippery the bugger as quick as a tomcat. Scrambled out the hole in the back wall.
No, I would want to do that.
Maybe so. Both
I'm not hating. I'm just trying to clarify. That's the way to go about it. Because all the other Gwent players, I can do it anytime. But if there's missable, yeah, let me know.
Civilization ends at this camp's boundary.
Find a way in. Just openly try to pick the lock in front of him. How could I possibly get in here? Can you really not grab that, Gary? It's all good. I'll fucking scavenge the shit out of the party, whatever it is, for Gwent players. Don't worry about it, man. Look at y'all trying to go into the dungeon to get more experience points so you can turn on the camera. I see what you're doing. I know what you need. many of you watch the O show only for the camera. And if that's the case, if you're touching yourself to the O show, you should definitely contribute bits. That'd be like my free cams tokens, and that's the least you could that's the least you could do. Hold. Hold. Alert. This is kind of neat. Ooh, that wouldn't be good. So I wonder, it's got to be like right here is what they want you to do, right? This little area. Looks like climb that. We got a little swoopty. Yeah. Yo. This has got to be it right here. Why can you just not? Are you for real right now, Gary? Oh my god. This is almost funny. Almost funny. Gary, do you have knee issues? You can come forth and say it. Is this like not what I'm supposed to do? Like, what? Do they have a mage on staff? Like, I'm probably supposed to do something more complicated, but I like parkouring past what the game wants me to do. You know? That's like my thing in this game. I've done it so many times. All those years of parkouring and WoW pay off. I go where I want to. Oh, that was a legit way this time? Well, that's cool. Hey guys.
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
That guard's looking around like, I know what sword she's talking about.
Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
Yeah. So you know, eh? Okay. She gets down like that to inspire a little extra loyalty in the troops.
Grab a wooden one and take care not to hurt the little miss. You'll earn the ambassador's ire. Follow me.
You're my new instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Yeah, I feel like the guard may have had a problem with that. Let's try.
barely handle one.
You can't use signs. You can't use potions. All I can use is my long, throbbing wood.
I win! Is there not one competent instructor in this entire
You didn't
city?
win.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Ma'am, you didn't win. I was still good to go. You just decided you won.
I'm a witcher. I'm looking for...
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
Very.
Incredibly. But we ought to discuss that another time. Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
You just said you beat me.
Pathetic.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Ratted! You're quick! Stop! Fight!
That's what you want? That's what you want?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
That's what you want?
I win! Man, you really are a lousy swordsman. In fact, I believe I could teach you a thing or two.
Sure.
Not sure I can possibly pass up lessons from such a skilled young lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind.
Ooh.
Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Sorry, you lost me.
You're not the first to be confused. I'll explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really.
It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna!
What?
You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta.
Geralt doesn't care about politics.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again.
I like that some quests you can fail, like I got my ass beat by her, and when I was in a flashback as Ciri, I failed a horse race one time too. That should beat the fuck out of me, boy. Let me eat a honeycomb about it. What if I steal everything you own in retaliation, motherfucker? Huh? Huh? Oh shit. She's like, do it. I mean, I could probably take this shit, but I don't like to just like take everything. I only like to take it when it's like a real opportunity, you know? Who knows, they might get pissed off. I'm not that broke that I need to steal from hot girls I could potentially hook up with, okay? That value is higher, you know what I mean? I don't want to ruin that setup. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Civilization ends in this country.
I like how they're like, we're not gonna let you get in, motherfucker, as I'm leaving through the door that they're guarding. You think you're getting in here, big witcher? Like, nah.
Let's want to find it these days.
I am a notorious book taker in role-playing games. I think I want to visit the barber again. I don't know that I'm happy with the visual here. What the fuck is it? Is this the wasted barber or is this a different one? This is a different one.
Greetings to the honourable gentleman. Razors, scissors, knives.
This guy's way
round to
more
shop
professional.
Moments ago.
Need a trim. Think you can manage?
First off, what is the Elven Rebel cut? What is that? This is a very important aspect of my character. Whoa. That's my only comment. Whoa. This guy has some miracle grow for hair though. He can do whatever you want. What is this? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's try. Hit up the bookseller and upgrade my entries. So, oh, yo, Zach with the bacon, egg, and cheese for dinner. Bleh. Ooh. The grown out bowl cut. This is bad, man. Is this haircuts people in Poland have? Yeah! The Conan, dude. I already saw shaved except for a ponytail. I think I know the loosely gathered. Bruh. We got this. Should I grow out the full beard, I guess? Can you put some of the Miracle Grow on my face and put the beard, pull the beard out? That's actually pretty good right there. Let's see how 1970s this makes me look though. First off, what is a friendly mutton chop? This might make me look more 1870s. That's a little more 1870. And then I think this will be more 1970 right here. Yeah, I'm rich. I can just fuck around a little. That's a little more Burt Reynolds. I'd probably need that weird slick back haircut though. Yeah. But I think the best look with that was the right here. I like this. This looked good. This looks like I could kill everybody. Alright.
So long.
I'd be swanging my hair, killing people. Look at me, yeah. Just a swang. I'll be like,
Is there a land where I might find more?
she started fanning. She's like, ooh. Hell yeah. Looking good.
Wonderful. If I see a man.
Washed your hair lately?
Wash my hair lately. Look at it. You washed your ass lately? So I'm not sure who Whoreson is, but he definitely doesn't like me. And his henchmen are constantly starting issues that nobody has time for. Really. But they wear these dope masks. And there's another one around the corner. That's another aspect to their strategy. You know what? Why don't you bleed about it a little bit? And then, you know what? It doesn't even matter because I just... Oh, you didn't get the execute? Try that again. This is embarrassing. Ow. That wasn't a very strong execute even. Did that little... Hold on. Hold on. Did that little child just witness that and then run away going... Yes. Yes. My hair is swinging, murdering that guy. The good role model.
Enough said.
Yeah.
It's into the area 2 days road for the Zima. I arrived there just before winter.
A whole day wasted.
That is. And they set out.
What are you keeping, Bobby? Monsieur Sultan, you old bund? What's this? Haven't even drunk her water? Naughty bird. Now repeat. Ah, you're back! You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot, you do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up. Put his things up for sale. Happened to be passing by and saw this out. Came with her own cage.
How could you resist?
Could they? 'Tweren't possible. Ah, but dandelions what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, not much of note. He wasn't staying with any of them. He'd not seen hiding or hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pickup lines. Of dubious worth.
Let's hear him. I'm all ears.
I know how he wooed a lass studying natural history. Asked her about the habits of trolls. You know where he went with the cook from the Passiflora? The Oxenford Novigrad Road, which has just now been repaired. Made us stare for hours as labourers crushed boulders into cobblestones, trying to pass it off as a romantic outing. I don't know of a human woman, but that would bore a dwarven lass to tears. He's growing old, that poet of ours.
Maybe. Or maybe he did all that for a reason.
Sounds like you found something out.
I didn't hear one pickup line. Disappointed.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Like some dandelion with a pair of tits, and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works with a mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Right on. 8 in the morning right now in game.
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for me, y'all. I want to save some time to kick it with Bean. So, about a 4-hour O show there, about a 4-hour Witcher session, man. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate everybody kicking it. But I'll wrap it up for now. The O show tomorrow. Be doing more Tarkov on Thursday. Witcher again on Friday. Try to get some longer sessions in for y'all. Appreciate everybody chilling. Thanks for your support. Especially big ups to those who chip in a couple bucks. All kinds of ways you can do it. Preferred method to support those shows of course subscribing on Twitch, but some people want extra credit, so there is a Patreon. Let me thank these members of the 420 Club: Kit Woo, Concat, Freeborn Pat, Debatum, Vodka, Globe 99, Miller Duo, and Gatsby. Thanks for that extra support. If you're looking for something to watch, hang tight. Auto Host will take care of you. Or click on the team I'm on, a Higher Level Gaming. I'm sure you'll find something you dig. I might manually host the XCOM 2 War of the Chosen marathon, so you guys can check that out because I'm actually pretty hype about that. Or like John, if you're going live, I'll manually host you or whatever. But the next show will be doing some Tarkov on Thursday, and if you have Tarkov, definitely join in. The more the merrier. Appreciate everybody hanging out, man. See y'all then.